So just when you thought we were done with the Transformers listings for 2024, and dare I say even some late 2023 product, it seems that JT Prime 17 found some even more that were lingering within the archives of the Target computers, Walmart, and then some. So let's jump into it. We're going to cover these quickly. We got a little bit of Studio Series, a little bit of Legacy, a little bit of Buzzworthy and Walmart and the reissues, and even some Earthspark stuff. A lot to cover here. So let's jump into it, make sense of it like we always do here on the Transformers Slag Podcast. And the first thing we're going to cover is all this other Studio Series stuff that we missed. So we got a Studio Series Deluxe Class TF5 Drift. Now, what's interesting about this is we technically did get a TF5, which would be the last night. We did get a TF5 Drift many years ago, the SS36 Deluxe Class Drift, which came with the little dino buddies and everything. That does exist. And the difference between the Last Night Drift and the Age of Extinction Drift is obviously a color scheme from red to blue and stuff like that. I think that the reason this might be happening is because that original SS36 Deluxe Class Drift that we got all those years ago, that was just the Last Night premium mainline version, given a brand new head sculpt pretty much and some slight different tooling. So I think they might want to revisit it, maybe do it better. That's one possibility. Another possibility is maybe because this is the car version, maybe they want to do now the helicopter version in the red color scheme, because we did get a helicopter drift in Studio Series, which was the SS45. That was the copter one, which was a retool of the the Bumblebee movie Dropkick SS22. I know this is all confusing, but it's confusing even to me because, like, what is this going to be? Is this going to be a red helicopter drift as opposed to the blue one we got? Is this a brand new tooling 100%? They want to revisit the character and do it proper? We don't know, but there is something going on here. We will find out at some point in the future. We also got a Studio Series Deluxe Class Rise. Now, Rise is what is going to be that Reactivate video game, so it's a Gamer Edition item. Transformers Deluxe Class Rise, aka Reactivate Lifeline. Now, historically, in Transformers, Lifeline has been that seafoam colored RC repaint. We call it the Paradon Medic. That's one name for it, but that's what that trademark has been associated with that character. Obviously, this could also be a way also to protect that G.I. Joe trademark of the character of Lifeline, but in the context of Transformers, that's what's going on here. And so we're probably going to get an RC mold at some point, and then we're going to get a seafoam colored one in Lifeline here, or she might even get a brand new tooling, dare I say. Oh my goodness, she might get something and break away from that. So, but this will definitely be a Gamer Edition item. Then we got a Studio Series Commander Class, no name given, just a Studio Series Commander Class item. So who is this big boy or girl of the Studio Series movie verse? Who is this? Is this a big Commander Class Gamer Edition item? Is it an 86 item? Is it a movie live action mainline item? We don't know. You tell me, because I ain't going to guess this one. I'm going to wait and see, but we shall see when it comes to that one. And that's it for the Studio Series stuff. When we get into Legacy, it's just pretty much what we left out when we talked about Legacy Uni before. We got a listing for Legacy Uni Commander Class and a Legacy Uni Titan Class, which, you know, you don't need me to tell you, hey, there's going to be a Commander Class and there's going to be a Titan Class for our Legacy Uni in 2024. Who those are, we don't know, but we will see. Also, some Generation Select stuff. There's going to be an Autobot multi-pack. We don't know what that's going to be, but that's going to be coming. And a Deluxe Class 3-pack. That's also going to be coming in 2024, some kind of Gen Selects item on the Hasbro Pulse website. For Target exclusives, we have a Buzzworthy Bumblebee Legacy Uni multi-pack. We don't know what that is. Probably going to be some Legacy Uni molds, given some unique color schemes. We will see. I'm pretty sure we could look at the Legacy Uni list and maybe pull some things and go, oh, maybe that'll get toy colors. Maybe that might get this repaint. We will see what's happening with that. We also have a Studio Series Voyager 1. Again, when we have Buzzworthy Bumblebee items that are Studio Series, sometimes they're improved repaints of previously existing Studio Series items. And here's one that's interesting. Studio Series Leader Class Reissue 3. So it's a leader class. Now, don't take my word for it, but I'm kind of hoping that this is where the Studio Series 86 G1 Grimlock might fall. because they have addressed that they do want to reissue this character. They see the money on the wall. So this might be where we might see that. So if you have not picked up a Studio Series G1 movie Grimlock yet, Studio Series 86, you might want to hold off on that secondary market where the numbers are kind of crazy right now. And the opportunity might present itself here. Don't quote me on it, but it does look like that could be the case. What other leader could it be? There probably is others that could fit that bill, but let's just hope that it's that for now. And we also have a Buzzworthy Bumblebee Studio Series 2-pack. Again, we don't know what it is. We will see. We also have the Walmart stuff. We have 4 different Walmart retro reissues. But this time around, they're retro reissues with 40th in the listing. So it represents a retro reissue representing the 40th anniversary of the brand. Now, this still could also fall into them being G1 repaints in very good color schemes like we saw in the past already with the Transformers the movie retro reissues we got just this past year. Or they could be reissues across the entire 40 years of Transformers. One G1 one, celebrating something from Generation 1. One from Generation 2. One from Beast Wars. Maybe something from Beast Machines, dare I say. Maybe something from Car Robots. Maybe something from Armada. Who knows? Maybe these might actually be something encompassing a reissue with a new color scheme celebrating something from the 40 years of the brand. Would be interesting to see that. Or what I'm worried that it just might be probably just more 84, 85, 86 reissues done in in common colors, in brand new show accurate color schemes, which would still be cool if they do some nice stuff. But we'll see what happens with that. Everything's quite vague. No prices, no nothing. Just that we know that we're going to be getting 4 of them in 2024 for the 40th anniversary. And the last thing we're going to be covering is Transformers Earthspark items. So these are all mass retail items, and they're all deluxe class ones for pretty much the next deluxe class wave of these characters. I don't know if they're going to have Build-A-Figure pieces or unique ones. We've already seen that some of the other deluxe classes that we've seen online don't come with unique Build-A-Figure pieces of Mandroid. They just come with repeats of like arms and legs, which is kind of sucks, but whatever. So we have a deluxe class Prowl that's going to be joining us. Now, Prowl has not appeared in the show per se as of this recording. He did make a cameo in the first episode in that G1 animated kind of flashback scene, but I mean, I wouldn't really count that. There's a lot of stuff that's inconsistent with those flashbacks, so I get this vibe that it's probably going to be like what they've done with some of the other deluxes. Just take the Cyberverse Deluxe Prowl toy that we had and just repaint it for this show. That's what I think they're going to probably do. They did it with Shockwave. They did it with Starscream. They did it with some of the Warrior class price points. So it wouldn't surprise me if they did it with Prowl too. Get some mileage out of that Cyberverse mold that came late in the line. So that might be the case. We got a Deluxe class Thrash. So we already had a pretty decent Warrior figure in Wave 2. So now they're going to do a Deluxe class form. How better or different it's going to be from that Warrior class, I do not know. Maybe a little more articulation on it and paint is the best I can imagine. Fill out some of those joints, but that's about it really. But yeah, I guess they're going to, by the time this comes out, there'll be maybe a good year separating from the Thrash that was on retail shelves right now. So we'll see what happens with that. And then, Twitch from the Deluxe Wave 1 will now be joined by Thrash finally, and the pair could be together. We got a Deluxe class Jawbreaker. This one's interesting because we just got Jawbreaker's Warrior class in Wave 3. Like, that just is starting to hit shelves and stuff like that. Now, this could be, and it's maybe the same thing with the Thrash here, this could be the pre-scan designs, but those don't really have alt modes. So it'd be kind of weird to do deluxe classes of those. The Jawbreaker, I'm going to assume it's his Dino. That's what I'm going to assume, much like the Warrior in Wave 3. Just done with better paint and everything. And I like Jawbreaker's Dino figure. So the Warrior one and the character in the show. So it's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting to see what they'll do there. But that one I'm actually looking forward to. And then we have this mysterious one here. Earthspark Deluxe Class Aftermath. Now, is it a new character named Aftermath? Is it a code name for a previously existing character? We don't know. In Transformers, when I think Aftermath, I think of the Beast Wars episode. That's all I really think of. I don't know. That's a tough one. Like Aftermath, maybe it's like it's the final, the last boss character of the show. It's Aftermath. It's the final character. That's the code name for it. I'm hoping maybe it's just a figure of hashtag, so we could get a decent hashtag figure finally in Deluxe class. But who knows? Definitely it's something. I'm thinking a new character, but it's a code name for something. And that's it more or less for the listings we have thus far. Quite a few, though. Hope that fills out at least a little bit more. We've been quite busy this week with all kinds of new information for 2024. And thank you for sticking around all these past couple of days and listening to all of it and getting the news here on the Transformers Slag Podcast. Let me know what you think about all of this. I know some of it is quite odd. Some of it is vague. But let me know what you think and what do you expect for 2024 from some of these listings. And thank you for listening to the Transformers Slag Podcast. And I'll talk to you in the near future.